Hello, and welcome to Sling Blade, which is a drama, the first drama on this channel, and I'm very excited. It's from Bob Thornton. He directed it, wrote it, and starred in it. So, this is very interesting for me. I know that this is about a guy which is partially handicapped, and he's in prison for 20 years and now gets released. He killed his mother and her lover. And now he gets released, and that's about it. I'm watching the director's cut, which I always do, because I want to experience the vision of the director and not from the studio, which interest is in making money. And a director wants to present the art, and that's what I want to experience. So I'm always go for the director's cut. This one is 2.5 hours, and I skipped a little through it to make sure everything is alright. And I noticed that maybe I need subtitles. You will see. Alright, okay, enough said. Let's rock.
Hey, Sheriff.
That's a mental institution. Looks like. And I know this guy from somewhere. And that's Billy Bob.
She says to me, how much do you want to spend? And I said, whatever it takes to see that bush of yours, because I know it's a big one. And she says to me, $25.
He seems annoyed by this guy. By the story.
She was a Georgia peach. In fact, she was more like the picture I had in my mind than any woman I had ever seen. So I took it upon myself to take her away from John Leggett Hunter, who did not deserve her, you know.
And I like the underlying music. It gives a good atmosphere already. I'm already sucked in.
Karl, I've got to take you down to the old classroom. Mr. Woolridge has some people for you to see down there. Come on, let's go.
Some people? Isn't it his family?
Well, I reckon what you just want to know is what I'm doing in here. I reckon the reason I'm in here is because I've killed somebody. But I reckon what you just want to know is how come me to kill somebody, so I reckon I'll start at the front and tell you. Well, old man Dixon, he had a boy. His name was Jesse Dixon. Jesse was really more cruel than his daddy was. He used to make quite a bit of sport of me when I was down there at the schoolhouse. I was sitting out there in the shed one evening, not doing too much of nothing, just kind of staring at the wall and waiting on my mother to come out and give me my Bible lesson, you know. Well, I hear the commotion up there in the house, and so I run up on the screened in porch to see what is going on. I looked in the window there, and I seen my mother laying on the floor there, and clothes on. I seen Jesse Dixon laying on top of her. He was having his way with her. Well, I just seen red. I picked up a Kaiser blade that was sitting there by the screen door. Some folks call it a Sling Blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. Well, I went in there in the house, and I hit Jesse Dixon upside the head with it, knocked him off my mother. I reckon that didn't quite satisfy me. So I hit him again with it in the neck with a sharp edge and just plumb near cut his head off. Killed him. My mother, she jumped up from there and started hollering, "What'd you kill Jesse for? What'd you kill Jesse for?" Well, come to find out, I don't reckon my mother minded what Jesse was doing to her. I reckon that made me madder than what Jesse'd made me. So I taken the Kaiser blade, and I hit my mother upside the head with it. Killed her.
Will you ever kill anybody again, Karl?
That's a question everyone is asking. Everyone on the outside.
I don't reckon I got no reason to kill nobody.
I can already tell that this scene was already so great with the music and getting more intense. The camera just on him. It was so great, and by the time he said, "I killed her," the music stopped. I like that. So where's he gonna live now? Does he have family? Must have family. I guess. And that's all he has. Some books. Pile of books. Sling Blade. And that's so impressive. That's Billy Bob Thornton, the guy who did Bad Santa. He wrote, directed, and starred, and he was nominated for 2 Oscars, for the writing and for his performance. And he won for his writing.
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
Well, no, this here's a Frosty Cream. We don't serve biscuits.
That guy looks familiar too. He looks like Jim Jarmusch.
These darn things are heavy. Hard to carry, too.
Ain't you got no mom and daddy to tend to it?
I got a mama, but she's at work over at Hoochie's dollar store.
I can help you tote it, but don't give out first.
Okay. She don't have to.
All right, then.
My name's Frank Wheatley. What's your name?
Karl's my name.
What's your last name?
Childers.
Don't you live somewhere?
Did live up there in the state hospital.
Why'd you live there?
I killed some folks quite a while back. They said I wasn't right in the head, so they put me there in the nervous hospital instead of putting me in jail.
They let you out?
Yeah.
How come?
They told me I was well. Had to turn me loose.
Well, are you well?
I reckon I feel all right.
This here's my house. You don't seem like you killed nobody. We can just set these bags on the porch.
All right, then.
Really straight, honest guy.
You like to play football?
I never was no count at it. I never did get picked out for it.
I think he had a very difficult childhood, getting bullied all the time, and so on. So he has no place to stay. But he stays somewhere. I saw pictures where he was with people.
Don't you have anybody down there to help you out?
No, sir.
No place to go, so he comes back. And that's all he knows. I don't know how old he was when he committed the murder. But I guess not very old. Maybe a teenager.
Would you like some coffee?
Coffee makes me a mite nervous when I drink it.
Daddy, can I be excused to go to bed?
Sure, honey. You sleep with your mama tonight. I'm gonna sleep with your brother so Karl can have your room.
Why?
Because he's company. Well, Karl, looks like you got plenty of blankets and things, and the bathroom is out there in the hall.
So nice of him to invite him in his home. I know he sleeps. Now he has to sleep there in this bed.
Now, you say he can stay out back?
Well, I got a room full of work for him to do. I can't get Scooter to do any of it.
Karl?
That's the thing. If anyone is treating him well, he wouldn't snap. He's just fine. And he's a nice guy. So
Scooter, did I tell you the one about the two old boys pissing off the bridge?
I don't remember.
Well, these two old boys hung the peckers off a bridge to piss. One old boy from California and one from Arkansas. Old boy from California says, "Boy, this water's cold." Old boy from Arkansas said, "Yeah, and it's deep, too." Get it?
I don't get it.
Them French fries good?
Yeah, they're good, all right.
His new favorite food. For now, it goes quite well for him. I thought he would struggle more, but it's fine, pretty much. And it's a very slow-paced film, but the music makes it really an enjoyable watch.
You want to go with me? You can meet my mama.
All right, not worry your mama with company.
She's real nice, and she'll give us anything you want her to. Candy or something.
Like a child. He's like a big child.
I want to tell her about you being in a state hospital for killer. Come on, let's go.
That's wise not to tell everyone. Especially not the mother. I reckon she would freak out.
Nice to meet you, Karl.
Pleased to meet you.
Frank, why don't you come back here with me for a minute?
I don't think I've seen you here before.
I have the feeling if he asks him what his story is, he will tell him. I think he tells him now.
Why are you here now?
They turned me loose from state hospital.
Here we go.
How long are you going to be staying here?
Well, Mr. Woolridge, he got me hired on to work for Bill Cox's outfit.
He's such a straight honest guy and has no filter, I guess. So if you ask him, he will tell you.
Did you really kill somebody?
Yes, sir, I did.
Who'd you kill?
2 people.
Were they bad people?
I thought they was.
But he didn't tell him the whole story. So he has a filter.
Hey, is this the kind of retard that drools, rubs shit in his hair and all that? Because I'm going to have a hard time eating around that kind of thing now. Just like I am about antique furniture and midgets.
This guy will cause problems. I'm pretty sure.
So, Karl, come over here and sit down and talk to me.
Come on, Karl, let's go to the lodge.
God damn it, I'm going to talk to him. You sit down, Karl.
Even he don't want him to talk to him.
See, Frank here needs all the friends he can get. Frank's a weak little kid. His daddy taught him how to be a pussy.
Stop, Doyle. Don't talk about my daddy.
Go on, get out of here. Go on out the garage, leave me be.
People like that causing all kinds of trouble. Again, fries.
Okay, Karl, the reason that I brought you here is to talk to you about something that's on my mind. But you see, you and I are a lot alike. As strange as that may seem, I don't mean physically or even mentally, really, but, well, emotionally. Actually, the hand that we've been dealt in life, we're different. People see us as being different anyway. Well, you've got your affliction or whatever, and I'm gay. Does that surprise you? You know what gay is, don't you? I like men. Sexually.
Not funny, ha-ha, funny queer. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a very offensive way to put it.
He doesn't understand it, I think.
You seem like a thinker. You know, you seem to always be deep in thought. Tell me something. What are you thinking right now?
On fries. Thinking of fries.
I was thinking might want to take me some of these potatoes home with me.
He said it himself. He's a simple man.
I know what I'll do now. I'm going to call up Morris and have him get the band together. We'll have a party. Party our asses off.
Please, now, not tonight. I'm just not up for it. They always stay till morning. I'm just give out, Doyle.
You don't got to do nothing, Linda. Just put some chips in a bowl and run ice out to us when we go low.
Why is she even with him? He's such an ass.
Hey, Frankie, take that tub and you and Karl come out here and help me ice down some beer. Karl, help him get that tub. Come on, Frankie. Come on, Frankie.
Everything, for now, everything is pointing that way that Karl is doing something horrible to this other guy. What's his name? That bad guy. Maybe he kills him or something, but I don't think so. But everything is pointing that way. Or he does something terrible to Karl, maybe. Which is more likely. But what is Karl? But what is Karl doing then? That's a question.
Are you sure you can drive? You've really had a lot of alcohol.
When you've been drinking as long as me, Vaughn, you build up a tolerance. Ride that between your legs for me, would you?
That's what he thinks. Oh, I'm not drunk. I have a tolerance.
You ain't drunk driving, are you, Doyle?
Yeah, pretty much.
You be careful with that cripple in the back now. You're liable to throw him out.
They don't care?
We don't ever play any songs that y'all wrote. I ain't heard one of them. Y'all just talk.
We don't even play any songs with words at all that I remember. We ain't got no fucking microphone.
Isn't this guy from Home Improvement?
Hey! I said, get out of my house! That goes for cocksuckers and retards. Now get up off your asses and go. Come on!
This is not your house, Doyle. This is my house, and I'll say who stays and who goes. You got a house. Why don't you go get one of your girlfriends and go home to it?
You know better to talk to me like that when I'm hurting, Linda. Don't make me knock a piss out of you.
Don't you touch her.
That's funny, Vaughn. Linda, go to bed. And take little snot-nose here with you.
Karl is just sitting there, listening.
Don't you tell me what to do, Linda. Don't do that, Linda. I'm calling the police. God damn you. Hey!
No, go home. Get away from us.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna leave now. Fuck me. Fuck me. I'm gonna go home and sober up.
Go on then.
That was pretty interesting. The camera was on one spot, and all that time you saw Karl sitting there, just like that, and I guess afraid and nervous.
We'll be fine, I promise. You go to bed now. I love you.
Love you too, Mom.
Go on.
And Billy Bob Thornton now uses very less music than before. For a while now.
I can't go to sleep. I have to be at work in 3 hours. You know how it is. When you only sleep an hour or two, you feel worse than if you hadn't slept at all.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
But only if it's only 1 or 2 hours, it's from a medical standpoint better than just don't sleep. But I agree with her. You feel, yeah.
I killed my mother and an old boy named Jesse Dixon. I thought they was doing wrong.
Now he shoots it out. But that means he trusts her.
Carl, see if you can figure out what's wrong with this thing. It won't crank up and everything seems to be put together, right?
It ain't got no gas in it.
You see there, Scooter? Things are the simplest things first.
Wow.
Well, hell, there's the boys. How you doing, boys? Glad y'all came back. I was wanting to talk to y'all, too. Come over here and sit down. Come on, sit down.
Now he's not drunk anymore, apologizing.
Really what I come over here to do is apologize.
What else?
Karl, I don't believe I hit you, did I? So no apology necessary, I guess.
It is.
Well, at least he's trying, but who knows for how long.
He's lying, Mama. He'll never do better.
I know, honey.
At least she's not stupid. Or is she?
Carl, lift this thing down and carry it to the back for me. It's on the blink.
So you want us to help you lift that thing?
Oh, no, that Carl's strong enough to lift the bulldozer. He can fix anything, too. I tell you, he's mentally retarded, but he's a whiz at small engines.
I'm surprised how well all is going for him. I was expecting more trouble in general, more conflict with other people and what they think about him, which is not true, and some things. But it's going pretty well so far.
I feel sad about carrying cross, too. I just make it like myself that she loves me. I know better, though. But it just feels good when I imagine.
This boy is such a positive thinker. I like that. And it's good influence for him. And otherwise. He's a good influence for him.
Come on, man. Good job, Karl. We got a touchdown.
Does the ball must hit the ground to be a touchdown? Or just a player with the ball standing in this field? Robert Duvall.
I'm your boy.
I ain't got no boy.
That's his father.
Hey! What the goddamn hell you doing, Karl? What the fuck you doing up in the middle of the night?
What you want, hon?
I want to be baptized.
Well, get baptized then. I don't give a shit. Call up a fucking preacher, goddammit. We can't baptize you.
We'll call Brother Epperson. We'll go see him tomorrow and get you baptized. It's Sunday. You going back to bed now.
What are you doing with that damn hammer?
I don't rightly know. I just kindly woke up a-holding it.
Interesting scene. Maybe because of his father, the encounter with him. Then he had some, like PTSD. Is it PTSD?
Get some of their coleslaw too.
Okay. All right, y'all want to go with me?
No, they don't need to go with you. There's a ball game coming on. We'll just sit here and do man things.
Here we go again.
Y'all sit your asses down here. Sit down.
And that talk again.
But since you do exist, and I'm going to be the head of the household, and you're going to learn to live by my rules. The first rule is...
Don't talk about the Fight Club.
Karl can stay if he wants to. Mama said it.
What I tell you about your mama?
Mister, don't you never lay another hand on that boy. You understand me?
Let go of my goddamn ham, you retard. Now get out there and get your shit and get out.
And that guy's so dumb. He knows. Or does he know? Does he know that he killed his mom and her lover? If he knows, then he's really dumb to provocate him that much. And even if he does not know, even then it's very dumb. Because he knows that he's done something terrible. Yeah, something terrible. I wonder if he does anything. And what would that be? Is it just a good deed? Or is it something terrible? But in his mind, it's a good thing because he wants to help. That's a question.
It don't make no difference where I was to be. We'll always be friends. Can't nobody stop that.
Uh-oh. What is he planning? That sounded very... I don't know. I'm worried now.
Karl?
Karl, what are you doing here? You want to come in?
I ain't staying. I need to ask you for a favor.
Okay.
This evening, I want you to go get that Miss Wheatley and let her and that Frank stay over here with you tonight.
What's wrong? Is everything all right?
That Doyle, he's in a bad way again with that drinking and being mean to folks. I want you to give me your word you'll do it.
Well, sure, okay. He hasn't hurt them, has he?
No, sir, not yet. You take care of that boy.
Karl?
Like I said before, everything is pointing in that direction, that he's gonna like kill him or something. But no. But he plans to do something, and he's so simple-minded. What else could he possibly do when it's not killing him? Now he's making himself a weapon. So what I get from now is that he kills him. That's why he said to the boy, no matter where I am, I still love you, or something. So he's gonna kill him, so they can live a happy life, and he's going back to the mental hospital or even jail, prison. But there are other options. Or that's what's the film is trying to let me think. And then in the end surprises me. I don't know. And that music, so terrifying. Such a great build up.
Where's everybody else? You seen him? Didn't I tell you to get moved out of here?
How does a fella go about getting hold of the police?
What the hell are you doing with that lawnmower blade?
I aim to kill you with it.
Karl?
Just like that, huh? He wasn't even trying to fight back. He wasn't believing it, I guess. He just, Karl? Is he really doing it?
So.
And he's back.
On the third day,
and this guy again.
I washed her because she wasn't too clean, you know.
Now he has nothing to lose. Wouldn't surprise me if he kills him too.
Back to business. Don't you say another word to me. I ain't listening to you no more.
Oh yeah. That was a great film. I really enjoyed it. Okay. Alright. I will tell you in detail how much I liked it. And now, the review. Alright, that's it. I watched Sling Blade from 1996. The director's cut. From and with Billy Bob Thornton, who did a great job. I really liked this. It was so great. Like the dialogues, I haven't said anything about the dialogues, but they were just perfect. They were so good. Like the first monologue from Billy Bob, where he just sat down on the chair, holding this monologue with the music, the camera just static, and his performance, his overall performance, it was great. Deserved the nomination, deserved the Oscar for the script. It was great, just great. He wasn't nominated for direction. Okay. I saw the director's cut, and it was 2.5 hours. I think it's 12 minutes or 18 minutes longer than the theatrical cut. And I wonder what was cut out in the theatrical. Because the film was so long and so slow paced, but it didn't feel dragged out. There was one scene which was kind of dragged out. That scene where they Doyle's band, let's say it was a band, which wasn't really, but they sat together and sung, okay, which was not really singing, but texting. So, and for me that was a little dragged out. That could be shorter. Another thing I have to criticize is that in the end was just phenomenal. I have to say. But everyone around Karl should have known what he's going to do, and nobody interfered. Because in the end, there were other options. But Karl, in his simple mind, thought that this was the only option, and if he kills Doyle, then all would be happy. Okay. But there are other options. The mother should have just putting her foot down, kicking him out, or he could have done other things. Also, Karl could have done other things, not just killing him, but forcing him maybe in another way, or like in a more diplomatic way. So, yeah. The camera, on the other hand, was nothing special, but it was simple, like the music. And I think that sums up everything. Simplicity. Because it's the main character, which is very simple, a simple man. And that's like in everything. The camera was simple but effective, very effective. The music was simple but also very effective. It was giving me a good mood while watching it. And about the story, I have to say that I was expecting more conflict, but for him it just worked out. That surprised me. But in the end, there was conflict. And a lot. The last 15 or 20 minutes? 50 minutes. Or 20, I don't know. The last 15 minutes were the highlight of this film. It was so suspense. I was on the edge of my seat. Knowing what was about to happen, but still thinking, okay, maybe he doesn't kill him. Maybe he finds another way. Maybe something happens. Somebody interferes, but he went straight into the house and he was killing him off screen, which was also very simple but effective. Yes. The actor I noticed was J.T. Walsh, and I know him in quite a bit films from the 90s, especially in Breakdown, which is phenomenal. It's a very great thriller. If you haven't seen it, go see it, with Kurt Russell in the main role. And in A Few Good Men. And that's what the picture was in my mind. I pictured him in a uniform, but I couldn't think of the film he was in. It was A Few Good Men. Yes, that's about it, I guess. So, that's about it. Now I need a comedy. After this. Okay. So, I guess I see you then. Goodbye.